Corps and Defense Logistics Agency, Land and Maritime, signed a supply chain alliance charter to strengthen support for the U.S. warfighter. Now, this formalized partnership is aiming to improve efficiency by streamlining contract awards, reducing administrative lead time, improving delivery times for critical supplies, et cetera. I mean, this is great. It's going to benefit from a dedicated resource within the DLA, ensuring faster execution of contracts, enhanced supply chain management. This is great. This is really highlighting their commitment to providing those value-added services.
Okay, let's third time lucky, Brian. Third time lucky on this one. We've got a solid partnership between AAR and DLA, but the real challenge here is reducing supply chain complexity for me and the lead time as a result of that. We're talking about defense logistics, which is already always a beast to manage. And any slowdown in that supply chain means delays that affect the warfighter directly. Streamlining these contract awards and supply processes is critical to keep operations moving and getting supplies where they need to be fast. So, Brian, what do you think? You think you got this one locked down?
I mean, I'm going to completely disagree with you and say the most important thing is supply chain. No, I mean, I think the whole idea here is about streamlining supply chain. And we know that the supply chain affects everything else. You can't manufacture without supplies. So it's going to have cascading impacts on the entire rest of your product lifecycle management process. This charter is taking an existing partnership and helping make it with better responsiveness for the warfighter, which is going to improve customer wait time, lower administrative lead times, and have actually, I think, a dedicated resource within the DLA for AAR to use to help expedite the contract awarding and execution processes, which means reducing labor hours, which means expedited delivery of products, just so many areas that can be improved here. And so I think it's basically saying, hey, let's minimize the red tape that is affecting the supply chain so that we can actually have a whole entire better PLM process as a result. So it is just kind of showing the importance of how important having a figured out supply chain is for any company. And I think AAR is going to really benefit from being able to have a streamlined supply chain.
So your solution is the entire product lifecycle process?
No, the solution is how having a good supply chain will better the rest of your process.
Okay. Pretty close. But here's what I think to knock it out of the park. Supply chain visibility and contract management. That's the key. You need a real-time end-to-end system connecting AAR, DLA, and the OEMs. That means full visibility into where everything is. So track your supplies, manage your contracts, forecast your demand. All of it and it all has to happen in real time. No more kind of guessing and I'll update you in a week, etc. And that's where we bring in, when you talk about everything real time, bringing everything together fast, AI.
We're going to bring in real intelligence,
or even artificial. Okay. Predictive analytics. It's going to anticipate your delays, recommend your alternate suppliers, and even automate your contract approvals. We're talking about cutting down lead time now significantly and getting those urgent supplies where they need to be, right where they are needed.
You know, that brings up a really interesting point in that one of the big things we deal with is that whenever we have data being shared between organizations, between different people, all that data has to be controlled based off of, your export control, your clearance levels, et cetera, et cetera. So when you're dealing with defense, that's even more important. When you bring AI into this, you've also got to make sure that that is limited and restricted to, one, what the AI is supposed to see, but also what it is going to, the people that get to view the information that it produces. You still have to do the same controls on that information as well. And the audience of viewing versus the audience of looking is going to be different, right? So it's like it's an interesting, a whole nother can of worms and red tape get opened up.
No, you're right. I mean, AI has got its own cybersecurity issues there is AI cyber security as well. And then, as you say, you've got to integrate it across all of the layers of that solution. Even your data lake and your logic formers, all of those kind of things have got to have the cyber interacting with them and authorizations. Yeah.
Greg, every time I hear data lakes, and because of Andrew's love of AI, I just picture, you remember Scrooge McDuck swimming in like the gold coins?
Yeah.
This is Andrew swimming in like the data lakes with the AI raft around him or something.
Yeah, I feel like there's a movie, Eagle Eye or something like that. I don't know. There's this, when we're talking about cybersecurity AI, it concerns me. It's just like flying on, an electric jet. It'll be crazy.